Getting back into our normal routine today, I had a couple of things to take care of yesterday morning and throughout the day yesterday. Put me about 4 hours behind. So I'm going to try to double up either tomorrow or Sunday to make up for the video that I didn't get uploaded yesterday. This video right here, though, this video is not going to be popular with my baseball purist, and there are a lot of you in my audience. But like I tell you all the time, you don't watch this channel to have your feelings coddled. You watch this channel because I'm going to give you the truth. Contrary to popular belief, and even though I no longer watch Major League Baseball, I want baseball to succeed. I don't hate Major League Baseball. It's not like the WNBA where I'm constantly drilling holes in the bottom of their ship, hoping they eventually sink to the bottom of the woke sea. The WNBA serves no purpose besides providing adequate space for garbage. When you pull your trash can to the end of the street for the garbage to come pick it up twice a week, your trash gets unloaded in a dump provided by the WNBA. They recycle your trash into something called woke basketball. You have 10 players on the court constantly missing easy shots, easy layup, free throws, racing to 50 points so a winner can be crowned. At the end of the day, everyone's a loser, especially the 10 or 15 people who wasted their time watching. Major League Baseball serves a purpose. Man, when baseball was good, it was good. It was great. I used to be a die-hard fan of the Chicago Cubs. As a kid, every afternoon during the summer, I would watch the Cubs on WGN. I used to love the Cubs. I take pleasure in shitting on the WNBA. It makes me smile to see the league struggle. I don't like seeing Major League Baseball struggle like they are today, especially because it's a self-inflicted struggle. Every time I research the decline of baseball, I always see the same excuses, the same reasons. The game is too long. Baseball games are over 3 hours. Hasn't that always been the case? NFL games are 3 hours, sometimes over 3 hours. I never hear anyone complain about football games being too long. There's not enough offense. There's not enough home runs. Now, this is somewhat valid. In order to attract the casual baseball fan, there needs to be more home runs in baseball. A lot of baseball purists, though, they enjoy watching a pitching duel. Right now, baseball's struggling to attract diehard fans. We are damn near 3 months into the regular season, and both ratings and attendance in Major League Baseball are shit. Both are complete shit. I made a video for opening day of the Major League Baseball season back in April, asking what the fuck happened to opening day. I can remember when opening day in baseball was a huge deal. It still is a big deal for the NFL, the NBA. The NBA, they have 2 nationally televised games opening night on TNT. The NFL, they draw massive numbers that first Thursday night game of the year. Hell, they draw massive numbers throughout week 1. The NFL draws massive numbers the entire season. Opening day of the 2022 Major League Baseball season, I don't think most people even knew it was opening day. The mainstream media damn sure didn't notice. It was barely covered. There was one nationally televised game opening day. It was relegated to ESPN2. If I remember correctly, the Braves were playing, I think it might have been the Reds. Hell, they barely hit 1 million viewers on ESPN2. Rob Manfred, he could not have asked for a better start to the season. Most of the teams with a strong national following, they are leading their divisions or they're in the middle of the playoff race. Dodgers first place, Mets first place, Yankees first place, Braves, Cardinals, Red Sox all in the playoff hunt. Now you would think this would help ratings and attendance. It hasn't. I pulled ratings for a couple of baseball games that aired nationally within the past week or two. The results were not surprising. A couple of weeks ago, Cubs-Yankees pulled 2.1 million on Fox Saturday afternoon. Well, KC, this is great news. Major League Baseball has struggled to draw 1 million all season. Yeah, it's great news when you compare almost nothing to nothing. That 2.1 million, that was the second most watched baseball game this season. Number 1, Red Sox Yankees for the premiere of Sunday Night Baseball opening weekend drew 2.5 million. Last weekend, Major League Baseball was beaten handily in the ratings by the College World Series. Now, I know what some of you guys are going to say. That's not a fair comparison. You're comparing regular season games to the College World Series. It's the playoffs. I agree with that. It's not a fair comparison. But come on. The College World Series should not be beating Major League Baseball by over 300,000 viewers. Matter of fact, comparing Sunday Night Baseball to this same week last year, Major League Baseball declined by 300,000 viewers. If you look at their ratings on Fox from 2019, baseball was regularly drawing between 2.5 and 3 million viewers. Now, I contacted our resident math expert here on the channel, Mina Kimes. She confirmed that is a loss of 1 million viewers in 3 years. The ratings for baseball are one thing. Most people expect ratings to be shitty. But what's really concerning is the attendance. I went over to ESPN to check attendance this season in Major League Baseball. This past NBA season, there were 6 teams in the NBA with 100% attendance, 100% capacity. You could really say 8, since the Bulls and the Sixers, they were hovering around 99%. Guess how many teams in Major League Baseball are running at 100% capacity 3 months through the regular season? Just take a wild guess. None. Not the Yankees. Hell, there are 10,000 empty seats in Yankee Stadium every night. The Dodgers, they are the only team averaging over 40,000 fans a game, but there's still 8,000 empty seats in Dodger Stadium every game. Over half the league is pulling less than 30,000 fans a game. In most stadiums, that's around 50% capacity. A third of the league averages less than 20,000. Over the last 15 years, Major League Baseball has seen a sharp decline in attendance. Every year, the number gets lower and lower. Attendance so far this season down 5% compared to 2019. I spent an hour or two yesterday afternoon and this morning researching possible reasons that attendance is down across Major League Baseball. Some are blaming the lockout, even though there were no regular season games that were canceled. Some in the media are claiming the lockout this past offseason, it just rubbed some fans the wrong way. I'm sure that did turn some people off, piss some people off. Many people right now are struggling. I saw a number the other day. Something like 65% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Basically, 65% of the country is stressed the fuck out. I have been in this situation once before. I remember during the COVID, the company I was working for received not 1, but 2 of those PPP loans. I think the total between the 2 was around $5 million the company received. That money was supposed to go to the employees, used to keep the employees paid normal. Instead, the company cut pay across the board. Me personally, they cut my pay by $1,000 a month. Now, that's just one of many reasons I don't work there anymore. You have people struggling, watching every fucking penny that they spend while Major League Baseball owners and players are arguing over hundreds of millions of dollars. Not exactly a good look. Now, I'm sure that, combined with the lack of money for some people, is partially responsible for the attendance decline. I think another part is the aging fan base. Major League Baseball has the oldest audience of any major sport. As you get older, you are a whole lot less willing to be inconvenienced. You're less willing to deal with all the bullshit you have to go through to attend a live sporting event. Parking, lines at the bathroom, expensive beer, crowds. Well, I shouldn't say crowds with Major League Baseball. You turn on a baseball game during the middle of the week, all you see is empty seats. Let's just imagine for a second, though, that you're going to take your kid to a Major League Baseball game. It's summer, kids are out of school. And by the way, this summer has been absolutely miserable. Down here in the South, the heat has been relentless. You can't do shit outside. Last night around 8 o'clock, it was still 90 degrees. I mean, it's fucking putrid. Constant headache all the time from the heavy air pressure and humidity. I know you guys up north, you guys can't stand the winter, but please believe me when I tell you this. If you ever spend a summer down here on the Gulf Coast, you will beg for winter. There is no relief from this heat. Anyway, you don't have to worry about that bullshit because you're living in a good weather city for summer. You decide to take your kid to a Major League Baseball game. When you get there, you're expecting to see professional baseball. Instead, your child is exposed to this.
Here to throw out a ceremonial first pitch, escorted out to the mound by performers Assassination, Coleslaw, and Pamela Manderson. Please welcome Tiffany Faison.
For the 6th consecutive year, the Dodgers have partnered with LA Pride and are currently hosting the official 2022 LA Pride kickoff party here at Dodger Stadium out in the center field plaza. All right, baby, you ready? The mound is yours.
Let me ask you something, just for argument's sake. I'm not an overly religious person, but what do you think the reaction would be if the Red Sox had put a cross on the pitcher's mound instead of rainbow-colored socks? Or what if they put the Star of David to celebrate the Jewish faith? What do you think the reaction would be? Let's take it a step further, since the month of woke Christmas is supposedly all about inclusion. What if they had the colored socks, but they included a cross, a Star of David, some other religious symbol? What would the reaction be? The alphabeters would throw a shit fit. For the record, I don't want the cross or anything else there either. I don't go to a sporting event to be preached to about Jesus, just like I don't go to a sporting event to be bombarded with LGBT bullshit. I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Major League Baseball is digging their own grave. Do I think the overt Pride Night celebrations are the reason for the attendance decline? No. Like I said, baseball attendance has been in decline for 15 years now. But I damn sure know the pride shit ain't helping. The Milwaukee Brewers, they decided to celebrate the gay pride by putting on a fucking drag show. Just imagine for a second you take your 11-year-old son to a Brewers game and he sees his first drag show. Would you be okay with that? I received some backlash, not a lot, but I received some backlash when I criticized the LGBT movement. He's anti-gay, he's anti-trans, he's anti-non-binary, he's anti-anti. I'm not anti-LGBT. I'm not opposed to gay marriage. Two gay people want to get married. Get married. Enjoy the butt bongo on your honeymoon. Will Thomas wants to become Leah Thomas. Chop it off, dude. Tran Dan wants to marry Fran and spend thousands of dollars figuring out which one's going to have the baby. Okay, whatever. I don't give a shit. My issue with it is this bullshit expectation that the rest of us are supposed to conform to your lifestyle. We're supposed to be okay with Will Thomas competing against women. We're supposed to be okay with drag shows at baseball games. We're supposed to be okay with the non-binary toothbrush teaching elementary school children that his or her or its lifestyle is normal. Most parents don't want their young children taught about sex, period. Much less non-binary sex, which, how do you have that if you're non-binary and have no sexual organs? This is not about discrimination. It's about appropriate behavior. Since when has it become appropriate to teach young children about sex? We used to call that pedophilia. The woke call it education. When I was bar hopping in my teens and 20s, drag shows were held at bars. Today, they're held at fucking baseball games. The point is, there's a time and a place for everything. We have high school football coaches being fired for praying at midfield after the game. The issue's not the prayer. That's not the issue. The prayer is not the issue. It's who he was praying to. Had he been praying to the woke oak tree, it would have been acceptable. Because he was praying to God, it's called separation of church and state. But anyway, I need to close this out. We have a lot more to get into today and the rest of the weekend. Give me your thoughts, though. Why is Major League Baseball struggling in the ratings, and why do they continue to see drastic declines in attendance? Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.